the Kardashians are geniuses, and we keep saying this and this and that about them, but they honestly, in our history, they're becoming one of the most successful group of people in history.
Okay, this is just gonna seem like Kim Kardashian is, like she's spiking the football. You know that this week she was put on the Forbes Billionaire list. She has officially made it, but she told the New York Times something about that the numbers that Forbes put out there. She says they grossly underestimated my wealth because she says, now Forbes had said that Skims, her shapewear line, was valued about $500 million. They admitted they were estimating it. Well, Kim told the New York Times it's actually worth $1.5 billion. And Kim is still the majority shareholder in Skims. So if they had her at a billionaire, who knows? It's a lot more than just a billion. They had her at an even billion.
And there's a lot going on here because the question
Seems like she's bragging, right?
Well, why did Kim want to go on with the New York Times to say, I'm way wealthier than Forbes said? There might be a reason for it, and I think we might be able to get some answers to that, Charles.
Because we're following the money here, a lot of money. And that means we're going to our guy from Shark Tank, Daymond John, joining us as he does every week to follow the money. Daymond, welcome back to TMZ Live.
Hi, Daymond.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Why do you suppose, Kim, after they said, we're anointing you a billionaire publicly, Forbes did, why would she then go to the New York Times and say, they messed up. I'm worth 3 times what they say when it comes to Skims. What's going on here?
Yeah, so first of all, whether she's a billionaire or not, there is worth a billion and there is physically a billionaire. I've been called a billionaire for a long time. I am not a billionaire, and that hurts me because every time I try to pitch Mark Cuban one of my stupid ideas, he goes, you have just as much money as me. No, I don't. I need help here. So let's follow the money with this. You know, Kim got, I think it was $150 or maybe $200 million investment from, for the brand recently. That means the valuation could have been at 1 or 1.5 for the brand, and she does not want the investors to think that it's less than that, and she wants more investors to jump in. Or she could be talking to her public, and she's probably smart enough to do both at the same time and saying, you don't see Skims everywhere, because you can see FUBU everywhere when it was hot. It's on people's shirts. This is shapewear. A billion people could be wearing it, and she's saying, if you don't know about it, we're worth 1.5. So guess what? There's a reason why we are doing so well. It works for you. And last but not least, we're talking about it right now. So this is worth another couple of $1 million of free advertising, earned media, as we would call it.
The part that strikes me, Daymond, it's almost like she ran to the principal's office and said, they're really bad at math. They're really bad at math. And like, why not just tell them, hey guys, this is what it's worth? And Forbes said that Skims would not give them the numbers. So it almost feels like, I guess that it goes to your point of getting a second story out there.
And it's also called the Kardashians are geniuses, and we keep saying this and this and that about them, but they honestly, in our history, they're becoming one of the most successful group of people in history. And there's so many ways to put this out there, but she's just making sure that people know, don't get it messed up. I'm the top Kardashian today, but don't worry about it. Maybe my sisters are coming along.
Yeah. Look, Charles and I were talking about this the other day. I just think these articles about, well, somebody's worth X, or, they're on the top billionaire list or whatever. It's all just guessing. So these lists, I find ridiculous, and everybody loves these lists.
Yeah, they're absolutely wrong almost most of the time, except for when you are covering somebody who owns a public entity,
right.
Bezos and people like that. But most of the time, when you are just thinking about celebrities and all those other people, they're absolutely wrong. I tell you, they say I'm a billionaire all the time, and I am really, really far from being a billionaire. And that's just what it is. I mean, but again, it's great to talk about it.
Really, really far. I don't know if I'm buying that, Daymond, but I hear your point.
Listen, if I only had $500 million, that's really far as I'm concerned.
Okay, all right.
I'm not staying up at night, but
So here's my question for you, Daymond. So now that Kim has achieved billionaire status and way more than just $1 billion, according to her, Is it time for her to maybe be a guest shark?
I think any of the
what a good
Kardashians
idea.
could be guest sharks. I hear about everybody saying how they're famous for nothing, but I'm going to tell you something, and as I got back to it, I don't want anybody to beat me up, but I think they're some of the best business people in history because why? They created an ecosystem for influencers. They own their own now product and program, and all the products they came out with, these aren't sponsored by other people. These are products that sell directly to their customers, and guess what? They're all women. Let's talk about women empowerment. How many, listen, nobody wants their daughter to be Kim Kardashian. I want my daughter to be Kris Jenner or Kim Kardashian, just meaning they control their faith and they're not depending on anybody. I think they absolutely should be guest sharks. All of them should do one show with just them on the panel. I'd love it.
But I got to say, what you just said, Daymond, I totally agree with. They are spectacular business people. And they created it without having any business experience. Kris listened to friends that she had, kind of absorbed stuff, and they built this incredible brand. I mean, kudos to them, right?
Absolutely. Congratulations to Kim for hitting that list and getting even more publicity from us.
We'll see you next Friday. Thanks, Daymond.
Yeah, thank you guys.
So I always say you should never stop trying to learn new things. So I hope you learned something new from that video. Now, if you're ready to level up and hear from business experts every week, give this video a like, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you soon.